we are
Hi,
here
it's
for.
Ricky of Moshville Times here once again. Now, tonight I'm delighted to be joined by the band Feannag, who are an Edinburgh-based black and death metal band. So tonight we've got guitarist Slav and we've got bassist Albin. Now, unfortunately, vocalist Powell can't be with us tonight, but we heard that he was camera shy anyway. But we wish him all the best. So, how are you guys doing? How are you guys doing? How's things been with yourselves and Feannag? Exciting
Uh,
times.
the things that happen now are really amazing. We are kind of delighted what's going on with the band. We didn't expect anything was going on at all.
Yeah.
Kind of, it's just okay. We knew that we recorded something good, but I actually tell you, like, I think we released the album on the 29th of April,
Yeah.
and that was like a session with the basically, okay, guys, we have to do everything. Let's last rehearsal. Let's hear it, step by step. And then 2 hours after, there was an interview, sorry, there was a review of the album in some kind of podcast. So
Wow.
thanks to yeah. There was straight away, Feannag spilled the blood. So the guy actually Facebook. Oh, that was great, So basically, we released on a Bandcamp, and we're trying to find some fans or whatever, maybe the label. So we send it a lot of our email or messages through this.
Yeah.
We put stuff on like what is it, Facebook groups, things like that. We made some job, as basically that's what I think every band any band who start something, then they needs to do that. They
Yeah.
need to do it. So obviously we work ourselves, so you have to really find the time for all of the things, but definitely Feannag is in our blood, so we try to.
Well, I wish you guys all the success, because it would be a proud moment to say that I was right there at the beginning. Because when I saw you guys on Facebook, you had like 4 likes and stuff like that, and I played you on the radio.
This guy, cheers for him. He's a and another member of the band.
Cheers, buddy. Thank you. But when I played you on Moshville Radio, I was part of a Facebook group, and it's got everybody. It's got like coffin mulch in it. It's got Scordatura. It's got brain bath in it. It's got penny coffin in it. And as soon as I played it, the guys were talking, so you guys are making waves. What I couldn't believe, though, was you released a promo. It must have been the beginning of April, and then by the end of April, you released an album. So what I want to know is, it's now June. Why have you not released a second album yet?
No. You know what? I actually thought about it, and in the time and the weather what you have right now in Scotland is too good to record that kind of dark of music. We're waiting for September, October to start recording new stuff.
Right. So you're not going to start a glam metal project or anything like that, like a Motley Crue tribute band or something?
Metal, no. But being honest, it's not such easy. Basically, we started like 5 years ago, so it's not like the whole thing happened in 1 year or something. Yeah, we had like a few riffs and few arrangements like some time ago. Yeah, but we kind of going through it. We had another guitarist for a while, Chris, but he wanted to go a little bit more soft direction, something like I don't know, Gojira, Tool or something, that kind of. We still have some good songs actually there, instrumental songs. But anyway, I bought a new house after some time, so I set up everything, and believe what? The first session we had it, actually, I got the call from Chris. I can't make it anymore. There's some personal reasons, some bloody girlfriend or whatever. So I was so pissed off, and to that, and we started. Okay, so we had a few drinks, and we going through it, and then I said, "Listen, fuck it." I told to this guy, "Are you here? Yeah, okay, good." He's already with a bass somewhere. Anyway, so I said, "Listen, let's start to record." First riffs to Which of the Twain Was God, because that was the first thing actually was recorded that night. That night I was really like kind of, okay, we go into this, our vision, nothing, no distraction, no soft rock things and this, whatever. We go in this kind of thing. So let's say, that's something like 3 years. The whole thing started, and then pandemic came.
Yeah.
The best time ever for us. Seriously. Weekend by weekend, we're meeting here. We had some like together. We're kind of jamming. I present to Albin some riffs because we all live in Edinburgh, so he doesn't live far away from me. But we are dedicated to it. That was our goal, to record something. We completely didn't know what's gonna happen with it, but I knew that it sounded pretty okay. Yeah.
Good.
But during the time, I was like with all the like a kind of sound processor Kemper, so the sound was okay, but not okay. Then I bought the actually EVH, tried to experiment with the impulse responses.
Yeah.
I had a brother neighbors around. This is so it's difficult, but I am super when it comes to the sound. I need to have the best. I need to hear it. I need to hear the kind of 3D sound of the guitar and everything. So I said, fuck it, let's go totally analog. I bought the Mesa, I bought the orange cabinet, and I said, I don't give a shit about my neighbors. If they're gonna kick me out, I'm gonna say I'm gonna be a star soon. So be careful who you speak. No, but that was the whole process. We basically, I would say, a year ago we had all the instrumental and the riffs recorded. Yeah. So, but this is not the proper sound. This is not. Could be better, and this kind of listen to try to compare to the band we listen to. We kind of like influence us. They have there was always something missing. Cabinet, microphone, good audio interface, and here we are.
Absolutely. And like I said to you, there was virtually nothing that I can look on to ask you questions. And I did wonder, you just didn't form in 2023. You didn't just release a promo in 2023 and a debut album. There must have been a history, but thanks very much for your explanation. But that's actually what I was going to ask. How did Feannag come to being? Tell us a wee bit about the history, how you got together, and how the hell do you pronounce the name, and have I got it right?
So as I said,
and why did you choose the name Feannag? Did you have a list of band names, but as soon as somebody said that's the one that stood out?
So I knew what that time, okay, the project band, whatever gonna go the direction should be. I knew there's gonna be a heavy shit. I knew there's gonna be some melody, some dark melody in it. And we went through all the bloody Sumerian demonology, all the demons around the world, trying to find it. Kind of okay, let's do something different. Feannag, it basically means crow.
Yeah.
Crow, it's popular everywhere. I checked the German pronunciation, bloody Norwegian pronunciation. I'm not even talking about the Polish pronunciation because there is already 3 bands called Crow, and every single band play different genre. So I thought, okay, where we are actually. We are here, Celtic. Let's say culture. Let's say Gaelic. Feannag. When I saw the Feannag, I think it fits. It represents what we want it to be, even if you check the lyrics and the last song, The Call of Feannag, there's all about that. It's heavy, it's death, it's darkness. That's what we like. So
how did it feel for you, Albin? Once the album was released, after all the blood, sweat, and tears that you put into it, it must be an especially proud moment, because for the rest of your life, you'll always be credited with being on this album.
Yeah, it was. I didn't thought much about what's gonna happen after. It's was just. It was quite surprised that there was so many good reviews and good comments, and
that I don't know.
For the first album.
Absolutely.
So, I was very big surprise.
Well, the only way is up, and bigger and better things are surely going to be happening. We'll talk about what the future is of the band and gigs and all the rest of it. We'll talk about that later on for sure. But although this is your debut album, were there ever thoughts of it ever being an EP? Like I was just thinking on the back of the 3-song promo that you released earlier this year, or was it your chosen choice of a release always going to be an album and get the name of Feannag out there?
When we released the EP, we already had an album, yeah. But there was some kind of like I spoke to my brother who is doing totally different genre of music, but he said, listen, maybe first release something, try to get, I don't know, some information that people like it, information, I don't know, some feedback basically that people like it or something. And so we decided, I decided to actually do it. There's like this put this 3 songs. We had a kind of, what song we're supposed to put on it. We kind of make it in democratic way, because usually it's my way. But this time I wanted to be totally democratic. And yeah, we got some, like, we put on a YouTube, so people could get it, and we got some, I got some messages, there were some comments, we put on the Facebook as well, so there was something about it. And then so we got like a month time. There's nothing else to wait for, there was what to do, wait for what? Let's put it. We decided to do that weekend. We put the information on the YouTube for I don't know, fans of Feannag, that the full album is gonna be released that time. Fucking good.
Do you know, it's quite difficult to get the right balance, because I speak to like the older bands. Like I know there's like a band that I love and interviewed recently, Dog Tired, through in Edinburgh. They just do album, but they might take 3-4 years album, 2-3 years album. Whereas the younger generation, they release single, couple of months single, and just to keep their name out there. It's such a difficult way to get it right.
Maybe it was easier for us because it's just 2 of us.
But exactly. But the other thing, the younger generation is like right now, you need to release something, likes and a Spotify and all the kind of media. They love it. They want to have you need to put something else to get the new fans and feed people, like all the time something. We are from the old school, we like a Dog Tired, I'm not saying we're gonna release something in a 3-4 time. I'm pretty sure that we're gonna release something 2024, 20-ish, depends how it's gonna go. But we already had a vision, I had a vision what we really need to do about that. So obviously the promotion of the first album, I hope is gonna help us to get a full squad and full lineup to go to proper studio. I'm kind of in a contact with some really great producer in Poland.
Yeah,
who made the actually Behemoth album.
I was about to say that. Yeah, excellent.
Yeah, so I'm kind of his what is called patron through the Patronite.
Yeah,
he's got a huge knowledge, and I kind of get few tricks to get the sound of the front like it sounds now.
Yeah.
So we'll see where we're gonna go with it, but definitely it's not gonna be 3-4 years. It's gonna be pretty soon, but not single. That's not totally us, So
no, I get you. I completely get you. But you talked about like you already see. Well, the songs for the debut album, Throne, it sounds as if they've been in the works for a few years now, yeah? But you've already got a vision for what your next release is going to be. Can you tell me, like, what the difference in the sound and the music would be? Have you added influences to the new songs? Have you got any complete written? Or is it still riffs, ideas?
Ricky, to be honest, I'm not sure yet exactly. I know what it's gonna be. It must basically what it's gonna be. It must be fucking heavy. It must be epic. There must be something, some melody. I don't know what direction we're gonna go. We maybe add something, little maybe orchestra or something, but nothing like I don't know, Cradle of Field of Dimmu Borgir. We're not gonna be that band at all for sure.
Yeah.
But with all respect to the band, obviously, but. It's kind of like a flavor or something. I even in the if you heard the song Goetia, there is some kind of whisper. I asked my ex-girlfriend that time, or that now. But anyway, she got a whisper to it. I maybe get involved in few other people who doing something. I have like a friend who actually sing in Ukrainian,
Yeah,
you know, some kind of stuff. So maybe, influences are everywhere. Right?
absolutely. Absolutely.
So we'll see when we're gonna go. But
I mean,
first of all,
big things can happen. I mean, Edinburgh's got a great scene. I mean, the band Extort, they just started a year ago, and I was a judge in Metal to the Masses in the final there, and they won it. So, and Elena, Ukrainian, and they just played brilliant melodic death metal. So there's absolutely nothing to say that this time next year you guys can enter Metal to the Masses, and you just never know what can happen.
we would love it. We would love it.
You can get onto Bloodstock.
Basically, well, great. But basically, we're just thinking of what's happening right now. It's nice. It's great, really.
Yeah.
But the tour of concert, playing live, that's our goal, basically. We want to start as being like a normal band. They have a rehearsal, meeting time to time, record stuff. What we're doing right now, actually, because as I said, the weather is too fucking nice to record good metal stuff. So we're gonna wait till like end of August of September when the rain's gonna go and fog and everything. That's why I love Edinburgh and Scotland. This is the perfect place to record good metal songs. But for now, we kind of had a rehearsal together. We've been playing, trying to exercise the material, the songs, what we think gonna be good for the stage. That's what we do now.
So for those that are new to the band, then, which a lot of people are, who would you say your influences are?
Oh, Mr. Ricky. Obviously, we like kind of were in the Polish death metal scene or black metal scene. It's huge. It's big. I think it's one of the best in the world. Actually, you have Vader, you have Behemoth, you have Mgła, you have Decapitated, you have Hate.
I'm so glad you said them. I'm so glad you said Hate, because Hate were releasing the music that Behemoth are releasing in the last 10 years, but Hate done it like years before them, and they just don't get the same recognition, but they release so good albums.
But this band, I watch a lot of DVDs, and I was kind of in the maybe I think I didn't say that yet. Yeah, when I was in a like student time, when I was 20, young and nice and beautiful. My uncle was actually kind of in a big company in Poland called Metal Mind Production.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So I was like kind of in it. They kind of released the first Behemoth album, Vader. So Hate. They released one of the DVD of Hate playing Krakow.
Yeah.
So I was there, basically like a fucking young shy guy who didn't even know how to keep the guitar. But yeah, that's that time. That was a lot of influences, the big band. So I was working on Metal Mania Festival, the big festival in Poland, in Katowice, in Silesia. So a lot of big bands that were there: Marduk, Malevolent Creation, Morbid Angel. There was many big. So I was there, shite cunt who didn't even speak much. I was, I don't know, 17, 19 or something like that. However, the influences were there, a lot of good influences. Maybe that, because see, what I see now is actually on the scene, a lot of death metal bands going to the like a metal core. They're trying to Europe trying to get the like a kind of that, Lord Nashor, everyone talking about Lord Nashor, this kind of. I can tell you one thing, Feannag not gonna go that direction, so no Dimmu Borgir, no Lord Nashor. We're gonna be something else, obviously.
Cool. Thanks for that, Slav. So, Albin, but what influences do you bring to the band then? What do you personally like yourself? What would we hear if we were in your car and you put a CD in the death deck? What would we listen to?
I'll be Immortal.
What do you think of the new Immortal album?
Well, I'm the vocals. Vocals are not the
no Abbott anymore.
Yes. Yeah.
Of course.
But
But the music it's great. It's not just.
Are you the more raw black metal? Is that what you kind of like?
Me?
Yes.
Well, it depends. It depends. No?
He basically, I tell you, Ricky, he basically play what I tell him to play, you know?
No, it's the drums.
Yeah. You know, which, like, even the whole process of recording, I give him free hand, you know. But what actually happened? The room actually where we are, yeah, I'm recording guitars in here or make some arrangement. He is downstairs with his you know, what do you have? The processor, what is it called?
Helix.
No, the other one.
Processor.
Yeah, the amp, no, not the amplifier. What is it? What's it called? Black, no.
Dark glass.
Dark glass. Oh yeah, he's with his dark glass, and he records something
No, but
through this.
the album wasn't recorded with dark glass.
Yeah, but through the Helix, but the dark glass profile was used. So yeah, I think he's got a free hand to do what he wants, as long as gonna go through my I don't know, engineer fate or whatever. The key, I need to kind of know what is it, but that's I don't think I'm a bad leader, no.
Good stuff, guys. Good stuff.
Oh, yes.
Thanks very much for that, guys. Thanks very much. But talking of the visual side of the album then, I know that you're a very young band and everything costs money, but have you thought about doing a video release for any songs on the album?
We thought a lot. Actually, you know, I had a conversation with Pavel, actually, the vocalist, and he wants to save some money. He's a crazy guy, but you know, he's about like to buy the house or something. He thinks on it, and I said, "Listen, how about the video? You know what? Fuck the house. Let's do the video." You know, but it will be amazing. I had a vision. I had a vision of the Rise of the Slavs, the one of the songs on the album, to actually do it.
You're unbelievable because the songs that I play all the time is which of the Twain Was God?
Yeah.
But my other favourite song is Rise of the Slavs, and that's what I'm going to play tomorrow night.
I actually wanted to ask you because I wasn't sure. Do you have a full album or you have the one song or, you know?
I've got the one song. But I would love to play Rise to the Slavs because I watched it and I was like, that's a tune.
You know what? I'm actually was kind of like laughing to Albin and said, "Listen, the Witch of the Twain Was God soon in the Moshville radio is gonna be another Nothing Else Matters." You know, play so often. Why there's another great song as well. But anyway, I will send it to you.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Thank you very much.
Oh, so absolutely. Why you didn't say? You could say.
I'm too much of a gentleman.
Come on, you do. You know.
Yeah.
You are
So what was the vision for your video then? So you're talking about Rise to the Slavs.
I thought, you know, but you know, the vision I have, you know, like if you heard the song, you know roughly what it's gonna be about. You know, it's gonna be a Christian invaders and some kind of pagan village when the men trying to protect the women in there and trying to protect their own beliefs and their own kind of vision. Something what basically in Poland, like a pagan kind of great culture, amazing religion, I would say religion, but beliefs and how the people were connected to nature. It was totally fucking vanished by Christian, totally, you know.
Yeah.
When I'm here, actually every single year, I'm kind of go to Beltane festival. You have guys, something like that on the Carlton Hill. In Poland, no, because it's fucking pagan. No, actually, that's our roots. That's where the Slavs were coming up from to the, you know, like who we are. And the bloody Christianity came up from the sides, you know, Prussia or whatever you call it. You know, I thought that would be when I kind of like thought about the songs, you know, like lyrics and everything. When the first riffs comes, I thought I'm fucking gonna do it like this way, you know. It's gonna be something about the culture where I've come from, but it's actually totally destroyed by the religion in that kind of, I don't know, center Europe, let's say, you know.
Do you know something? I think throughout this interview, that's the most passionate that you've been. And it says a lot for the lyrics that you write. And that's actually something that I was going to ask. When Do you know, I was wondering if it was Powell being the vocalist of the band, did he write all the lyrics, or do all members contribute to lyrics? And what are the lyrical themes from the album? So you just gave a prime example. But that's definitely the most passionate that I've seen you.
Yeah, because you know what? We both created the lyrics. I had a vision of the songs. I kind of left Pavel some freedom to do his kind of lines and how he sees the let's say the theme to the song. You know, I kind of for it. Basically, what is it? I kind of make like a titles, yeah. Let's say like a titles of the song. And I said, listen, Pavel, try to find something in that theme what you think is right, yeah. And then we kind of confront my vision and his vision, and most of the lyrics were created this way. But you know, some of the it's kind of amazing because he's got like a totally different flavor of it. I have a totally different flavor. When we combine together, here we are. You know,
that's like what I was going to ask. Like, is it a case of like what you see in everyday life? You open the door and you see something, and are you the type of guy that's always got a pen and a piece of paper and you just write something and you come back to it later, or do you watch a lot of war documentaries? Do you read a lot of books, history, and all the rest of it?
You know, I'm kind of in it. Let's say, you know, I'm trying to. I like development. You know, human development. So you kind of listen a lot of audiobooks or interest in the history. You know, something what sometimes it pisses me off. I personally belong to few atheistic groups. When I had a lot of debates, I'm kind of in it. You know, I like to discuss the world beliefs, the things what's going on in the world, political, and you know, that kind of stuff. You know, I'm in it. Let's say, and this project of band, it's like a kind of, I would say, the stream you can release to the public, and you say what's your own belief, what's your own vision of the world, and especially in construction, like where we come from, in Poland, basically, which is kind of totally destroyed, but the religion.
Yeah,
I tell you something. Even today, yeah, I'm waking up, play Feannag music. That's my start date. Yeah. And I'm checking the news, like what's going on, like metal music on the world. Yeah. So in Poland right now, we have a Mystic Festival. Yeah. Believe or not, the ruling party, which is right now in Poland, tried to cancel the fucking festival. This is a great festival, and it's a lot of great bands. And this is what we have in there, you know. Yeah. And I'm okay. I'm in UK. I could give a fuck about what's going on there. But it's still some influences. It's still some, you know, this is my roots. This is our roots. We're all coming from the same kind of, let's say, place, especially me and Albin. We know each other whole life. We're coming from the same shithole in Poland when there was influence. It was totally, I don't know, like in the religion, in the, you know, you can't think individually. The religion is just there. What you need to say, what you need to think, and how you should establish your life. Religion tells you.
So do you think like your youth and your childhood and the circumstances that you faced there has made you to the musician that you are today and making the music that you are today rather than something happier or pop music or something like that?
Yeah. Pop music can inspire, don't you? You know, unless you have sex with some young chicks, then yes. But absolutely, yeah. You know, how you growing up and the all influences. You try to, I think, they kind of give the energy out or something like what is inside you, what's pissing you off so much.
Yeah.
Then you need to do it. Death metal music is a fantastic thing to do it. And of course, you like the music the first, the lyric comment after, but in a combination, like for example, for a Feannag, I can tell you straight away, the lyrics is not just to say that, I don't know, fuck the Christ or whatever it is. It's not just this. It needs to be something else. It needs to add something, our philosophy into it, and a kind of metaphoric way to find yourself, you know, on the world. You know, in here in UK, you can say, okay, religion doesn't exist. It's a fantastic place to live.
Yeah.
apart from the fucking weather, but I love it.
Hey, you watch yourself here. You watch yourself.
I know.
All right, but I was just also wondering, like, how the songs were constructed. Like, Albin, I was just wondering if Slav was the type of guitarist that would send you a riff at 4 o'clock in the morning saying, "This is my best fucking riff yet." By the way,
Sometimes yes, it wasn't like a riff, but he was just sending videos or playing live or jamming or something.
On the WhatsApp group, I kind of like record some stuff. So I send to him, listen to this. What do you think?
yeah.
Happen time to time,
But is it basically yourself that's writes the song, or do you welcome contributions from?
I think most of the riffs, most of the, let's say, arrangements came from me. But like, for example, you have the Rise of the Slav and a first bass line.
Yeah,
that was the kind of the drums that was there, and I've been record the bass to it, and it's just going smoothly to what we have right now. And sometimes happen like that.
I'm just wondering, Albin, whether like Slav goes in a huff. Like, say for example, you're like, no, I don't like that part. I'm just wondering if he just goes over to the corner and just sits there and doesn't say anything for half an hour.
I've opened another Jack Daniels.
Quite right. So yeah. So where do you record and where do you rehearse your songs? Right, your debut album, where the hell did you record it? Who mixed it? Who mastered it? Who produced it? How did you do it?
Myself. All the things I did. But I'm as I said, I kind of have an experience with it, so I you know what it is? You have the sound, you have the drums, and you need to find the balance between it. Because I'm guitarist, I find myself, okay, I talk to myself actually, you put too much guitars on the front, try to find the balance between the sound. I know I like the punch, I like the good production, but the whole thing is about to find a good production, but not being fucking plastic, not being like this, I don't know, some American metalcore that great, okay, nothing again, but
Absolutely.
But as I said, you need to try to find the raw kind of sound of we want to express in ourselves through the music. And here we are, so I was like a kind of course, I'm, you can think I'm dictator, but I'm trying not to be. However, Albin and Pavel were here when we had it. So I got a few versions of the mix, of the master, let's say. And I said, okay, so I have this, you have this. What do you think about it? So they said, Slav, we trust you. So they trust. So here we are. However, for a new album, I see, because
would you welcome contributions from the other members of the band with a new album, or is it still going to be mainly your project? Are you completely open to like guys bringing other riffs, for example, or Albin bringing something to the table?
Ricky, imagine there is 3 guys like me. The band wouldn't exist. There will be arguments. There will be nothing. No, my riff is better than yours. No, it should be this way. Sometimes it needs to be like this guy and Pavel, that totally, we fit each other. We have an energy. I try to get the best from them. I give them some freedom to do it, but it needs to be a one master. Let's say, I don't know, maybe too much, man. But it needs to be someone who can collect everything together. If you have 3 motherfuckers who trying to be on the top, it's not gonna exist. It's not gonna exist.
Yeah.
And as you know, in the band, you have a lot of history of that. This guy doesn't fit. Even you have a great instrumentalist, fantastic players, but the whole is about the energy and to get it together, trying to, I don't know, you make the music. So you need you give a space for the musician. Let's say, I'm not going to call ourselves musician, but whoever we are, yeah. Not to offense the real musician, but yeah, it needs to be someone who can bound it together, who can get it together, and that's my modesty, personally.
I like it, man. I like it. But I'm pretty sure Albin's got a few ideas as well for the new release. I mean, Maybe Throne was more your baby. Like every song was 90% written by you, for example. But maybe the next album you might only be 70%, 75%. You know, you just don't know what's going to be brought to the table for the next release.
You know, we are kind of we'll see what's gonna be, but I don't know how our structure of recording the ideas look like. You know, so. Basically, it starts sometimes for the drums. You know, we have some kind of loop drums, and I recorded the riffs, and I give it to Albin. Listen, try to find something yourself. But you know, if it's, I'm not sure it's gonna be one pattern. You know, we'll see what we're gonna go, and I'm pretty sure whatever's gonna happen with the Feannag right now, it's going great, and you know, we might go to the studio. Working with a professional mastering, you know, kind of guys who are responsible for it, because you know I'm a control freak. I need to be in it. You know, I'm totally. If it's gonna be about the sound and how it's gonna be created, I need to be in it. I can't leave the okay, guys. This is what we recorded. Do what you like. No way. I'm like I don't know, Rob Flynn from Martinhead, for example. Yeah, I need to be there. I need to see it. I need to see how the guy is working. I need to see fucking every single details of our creation for a Feannag gonna be. So we'll see what it is. We kind of like we are able to put some investment into it. I know we are from nowhere, but this is our life right now. This is something great things coming. We feel fantastic about that.
Good.
So here we are. You know.
Do you know, I hear exactly what you're saying, Slav, but I think Albin will be perfectly happy as long as he gets his wee bass solo into a song or something like that. So he's not like new steadied in like a song or like the production, and you just don't hear the bass in the album at all. As long as he gets a wee bass solo or something like that, he'll be happy.
Oh. No,
you hit the drums.
But it's like okay, so you have the pattern of the drums, and then I know, like for example, would be great if this song started from the bass and drums, you know, the kind of groove into it, yeah. So you have the Rise of the Slavs, which is totally started. I gave it to him. I gave it to him. Record what you like, and we see what we're gonna go. But it needs to be fucking dark. It needs to be brutal, yeah. So we'll see where we go. And same you have on a Goetia, the end of it. You know, it's kind of stuff. It's like left in totally to him, and I try to put some melody at the end to it. You know, the melody, but some, you know, you can't predict everything. You know, sometimes you just give it to the guys and see what's going on. But I believe if we got some like a reed drummer or another guitarist, that will be another influence. That will be another cooperation. But I need to know who's the fucking boss, you know?
Well, I was going to say, what happens if he's a better fucking guitarist than you are? Right. Listen, guys, I've only got a couple of questions left. I thank you very, very much for your time tonight. But now that the world has opened its doors to playing live again, do you see Feannag being a touring band, or is this simply going to be a recording project?
Ricky,
I know the answer, but I'll let you guys talk.
You know, if we find the drummer, especially the drummer, drummer is totally, you know, number one right now on the goal to find.
Have you had any auditions so far?
Yes, but that's the shame story actually about it. Yeah. So when we start, okay. I kind of would, you know, my work when I'm doing, it's the guy who actually do some punk thing. Maybe you heard about it, Rodney Relax, and so I know the guy very well, Rodney Relax, and what is his what the hell? Not Antichrist. Anyway, he's got some bands famous in the punk thing around Edinburgh, Glasgow, yeah, and be kind of good friends. So he sent some guy to it, to me. Okay, so we kind of played the songs to it, and the guy said, "Listen, guys, it's a great material, but I have one problem. I can't play the blasts." So, you know, guys, whoever you are there, if you can play,
you're just too heavy. Then that's your problem. Sort it out.
No, sort it out. Play punk.
But yeah, I mean, I know.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Yeah.
carry on.
No, I'm just, if there would be, I can go for a lot of compromises for a live stage because the drums we use is recorded by the professional drummers. It's soil work. What we use as a MIDI, we basically what we use is it's called Superior Drummer #3 or whatever. It's a big platform. Yeah, it's a huge platform of making the drums, but it's not like I'm human, to the grid or something like that. It's totally recorded by the professional drummers. Yeah. That's why the album, I had a creation. So I'm going through the grooves, let's say loop it, record it, and my vision of the songs coming out from that. Yeah. But believe me, I would love to work with the drummer, give him some freedom to do it, his own patterns, Even I tried to some time myself, because I'm listening a lot of music, a lot of obviously songs and everything. So trying to get some myself.
Can you not just get the drummer from? I don't know how to pronounce this. I know it's Fog in English. Is it Migla? MGLA, Polish band.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh God.
I don't know how to pronounce it. Just phone them up.
Try. But if that would be my choice, that would be Inferno from Behemoth. I love the guys.
There you go. But I mean, I'm sure these guys would be interested if it's just like a day or two or something like that. I'm sure they'll have spare time in between tours or whatever. Why the fuck not? They can only say no. What's the worst going to happen? Sorry, I don't have the time.
I spent a lot of money for the CDs and DVDs and concerts, so maybe they owe me. Yeah,
absolutely. But believe it or not, again, we've got 8 minutes left, and I don't know if this is long enough discussion time left. Yeah, to tell me that the instruments, the make and model of the instruments that you played, what's your setup that you used to record the album Throne? What did you use?
Okay, so basically, as I told you before we started to record the shit, basically I started from a sound processor because I live in a flat, so I thought it's easier to record through the monitor speakers. I have professional Adams A7. Okay, I invested to it. I love the music, so I want to have the good sound in it. And I recorded through the what is called impulse responses. Yeah. So I had a bloody Kemper, but there was always something not right in it. I didn't feel this kind of something. I don't know how to call it. Yeah. So I bought the EVH, which is the 50 watts version, which I regret I didn't buy the higher one. But okay.
That's for next album.
Next album coming. Oh, this is actually something I wanted to add. Yeah. This is I found myself Kendo actually put on a sale his Angle Savage, amazing fucking amplifier, and this is if I have a bloody remortgage this year, yeah, so I need to sort it out because I don't, first things first. Obviously, if I'm gonna be on a tour with Behemoth, maybe I will forget it. However, so I actually thought bloody hell. 120 watts, the total, low end and proper. This is gonna be my next baby in here. But anyway, so what is it actually? I bought the EVH 50 watts, and
what guitar did you use?
Albin?
No, what guitar did you use?
Oh, so I have a ESP actually. It's good guitar, and another one which is the Fishman pickups. And another one what I have is another ESP with EMG, obviously. I need to have the kind of wrong sound. But during the time, I had a Jackson or BC Rich. When we started, the first, it was great look, but the fucked up pickup. So I changed the pickups for EMG, and it sounded really good. But this guitar, this kind of shape kind of suits me, I like it, it's but kind of like a V shape maybe next time.
So when you play live gigs, then is that going to be the guitar of choice?
It's gonna be actually, I think we're gonna need to have at least 2 guitars because we play at 2 different gauges. you know, the tuning.
Yeah.
Tuning. So I don't know how it's gonna, you know, I maybe quickly kind of adjust, or you know, we can make it, yeah. But we are able, because we play in a drop D and a drop C.
Yeah.
So why is like that? Oh, this is another subject, yeah, because you know, every death metal, sorry, black metal band playing in a standard D or standard C, no, behemoth. When we try to play the riff, everything fucking sound the same. I didn't want it. I wanted something different flavor. So I decided to go to the drops, you know, drop C and drop D when you have during the album. There's those two, and sound like it sounds maybe a little bit different, but try to find the flavor of black as well. You know, the death metal punch, death metal production, but the black kind of melody and darkness into it. I don't know if I'm correct, but let's say something like that. So here we are. Yeah, that's where we are.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. What about you, Albin? Oh,
so basically, when I started with this bloody impulse responses, there was something was not right. I bought Mesa cabinet and an orange one, but this album is recorded only with the Mesa, 2 microphones, and that was it. The raw, you kind of feel it, the free tree sound, you know, it's nothing like something is lacking, you know, 100 hertz and it's lacking. You don't feel it. I feel it fucking now.
Oh, thanks for that, Slav. Thank you. So what about you, Albin? What was your bass of choice? What did you use?
The Tron was recorded with the ESP 250, I think.
No,
BB250.
Yeah.
So it's a 5-string bass.
So why 5-string then, and not the traditional 4th-string? What does the 5th string give you, and for Feannag?
I thought, I don't know, from the, you know.
Have you ever used the other string? Never.
Which other string?
The 5th one, the low, the highest one.
Highest, yeah. But I thought that it's the
To be honest,
if you have a 5-string bass, you can get a lower.
To be honest, it's difficult right now. Even if you go to the, you know, like a main company like Undertones or what is it, Thomann, it's difficult to find a 4-string bass. It's right now everyone recording 5th strings or 5 strings bass, which that's what it is right now, you know.
Yeah.
But the sounds coming from it is coming from Helix. This is because, you know, in the bass kind of, I don't know, I was really happy from the sound Albin created, because I gave him totally like, okay, put your sound you like, and we'll see what's gonna happen. I add a little bit of my flavor, but not too much, not to really do it, and not to really change his sound of flavor. And that's what we have.
We went to a few different configurations, so there was the material was re-recorded a couple of times. So
yeah,
we are professionals. Yeah.
absolutely. And you know what? Calling yourselves professionals is the best way to end this interview. It's been an absolute pleasure talking to you guys.
We don't see each other like that, but here we go.
Absolutely. I'll be at the side of the bar waiting for you. But yeah, it's been an absolute pleasure talking to you, especially noticing that when I first saw you, you were brand new to everybody. But hopefully Moshville Radio, Moshville Times, Brain Bath, Kendo, and what he's going to do with you will raise the profile of Feannag tenfold at least, and get you guys on the live front, because you guys deserve to play your songs on the live front.
Pleasure to hear it, and seriously, we thank you too, because you kind of discovered us. I don't know how you discovered our album, but how did you discover our album, by the way?
You see, I can't give away all my secrets.
You need to do it. I need to know.
I'll tell you off here.
Okay. It's a pleasure to us.
But I'll definitely go on Moshville Times, as I said. I'll continue to play on Moshville Radio, and I'll go on my socials as well. We'll do our bit to promote you guys, because you guys deserve to be promoted. And I'll thoroughly enjoy see you guys raise your profile, and I can say that I was there at the beginning. So
this is
Get
something
more
like
likes.
we kind of laughing to each other, because when you first time or the second time or the third time you kind of introduce us into the video, you said, oh, the guy's got only 3 likes. I said, what the hell, this death metal fucking promotion's going, you know? It's like all the likes, like a pop likes. But I know, I understand, I fully understand what the new generation is like. It's about the
Yeah.
likes and views and everything. We got that full, and we understand the promotion. And so therefore, we really thank you for all you did for us. You are kind of a secret member of the band, you know. So
You're going to make me cry here. But we've got less than a minute, but come back on again. But thank you very much for this interview, okay? Take care of yourself.